Thank you, Rodah Mukami, for making the time to talk to us about the Youth Leadership Program. And before we get started on that, please tell us a bit about your journey in Toastmasters.
Thank you, Robert. I'm happy to be here. I joined Toastmasters 6 years ago as an invitation from my sister Gladys Muhunya. Having attended one meeting, or they did a demo meeting in Thika, and I got so excited and I felt I really needed to speak like the people who were present. That time we had DTM Anthony, DTM Maximina, DTM Gladys, and a few others. So immediately I made up my mind I'll join Toastmasters, and I joined. Few months later, we chartered the Thika Toastmasters Club, where I signed up as the Vice President Education. And from there on, it has been a journey, an exciting one, and I can never regret. It has been very helpful for me.
Yeah, glad to hear that. Glad to hear that you were attracted by the quality of the speakers during the demo meeting. And I think it's a great thing that we can keep at the back of our minds whenever we're organizing demo meetings or open houses for our clubs, making sure that the speaker is well prepared, not too prepared, but prepared enough so that the people that are going to listen to that person are going to be attracted and come and join our clubs. Fantastic. So maybe you could tell us, what is a youth leadership program and why did you coordinate one?
Youth Leadership Program is actually part of Toastmasters, where we focus on the youth below the age of 18 when they're still in high school, university, just before they get employed because they don't have enough money to pay for their Toastmasters membership. This is where we help the young people get ready for the market with their presentations, becoming leaders as they are, and giving them the confidence to go and out there and face the world just after finishing their school. Why did I start it? Interesting. I've been posting posters on Toastmasters and all the meetings that I've had. And one of the youth leaders in my church picked it and wanted to know more about what is Toastmasters. So he approached me, I explained to him, and he felt it's a good program for the youth. Then I remembered there is a youth leadership program for Toastmasters. That is when I decided to start one for them. They were very excited about it. They were very disciplined about it. And that's how it all started, with 20 of them active and ready to participate at anything, any of the meetings.
Ah, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, so yeah, just to recap, a youth leadership program is targeted to the youth in your community, and for your youth leadership program, you conducted it for your church, for someone who had reached out to you that the youth needed these skills. Absolutely. If we need them as adults, definitely the youths will also need those skills. So how does the youth leadership program work?
It's more or less like a Toastmasters meeting, although we focus more on the icebreaker and then the rest of the roles. They learn how to be Toastmaster of the day, accountant, grammarian, all the roles that we have, and how to do their speeches. So what we did at first was to ensure that everybody has taken up the role of a Toastmaster so that you learn how to conduct and plan for a meeting. You plan the meeting, decide who will give a speech, who will be the accountant, fill up all the roles. That means you are learning to be a leader. Once you're able to plan, then you give your icebreaker. That now also means that you are able to express yourself, not just planning, because sometimes it's easy to plan, but you cannot express yourself. So once you learn how to plan and express yourself, now we go to the third part of having to give feedback. Are you able to give constructive feedback to your peers without having to make fun out of it, having to laugh at them? Constructive that can really help one another. That is a step, a good progress. It's good progress for the youth.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's basically just a Toastmasters meeting that is focused on the younger members of our communities. I remember I once participated in a youth leadership program conducted by Kwanzaa Toastmasters, and that experience helped me see the reason why we do the different things, and it helped me simplify a lot of the things that we do, simplify it in my own mind, and in the process also simplify it for the members of my club. But that was my experience. But tell us about your experience while running this youth leadership program. What was the impact it had on the participants?
I can't say great impact because most of them could not actually stand and even introduce themselves.
Mm.
And now, having done 8 meetings, we've done more than 8. And the last meeting that we had, we meet every first and third Sunday of the month.
Mhm.
I was so impressed that they planned everything, gave speeches, and I would look at them and say, wow, I could not believe that you have grown this much. To
Mm.
me, they are real Toastmasters. They just need now to join a formal Toastmasters meeting. Being able to express yourself as a youth and speak professionally and speak with a lot of confidence without hesitating is pure growth. I'm so impressed. It's pure growth. It's something that the youth now need because you are very sure that if this person goes out for an interview, they are able to express themselves.
Oh, great. Yeah, it is an amazing thing to see people experience that kind of growth from the programs that we provide. And what are the lessons that you learned in the course of running this program that might help other clubs in making it successful for them?
One of the key lessons learned, Robert, are you there?
Yes.
One of the key lessons, because I've also learned from them, sometimes it's good to sit back and let others take lead. Because I realized if I keep guiding them, they don't grow. But if I let them make the mistakes, then they grow. The moment I decided to take a back seat and tell them they are now in charge, it made a whole difference to the meetings. They took it seriously, they took it to another level. And I've come to realize the youth for today are very intelligent. It's not like us. I don't know if we were like that when we were young, but the kind of speeches they give, the kind of presentations they give, I keep questioning myself, was I like that when I was in campus or just when I'd finished campus? It's very interesting. They are just too intelligent for this world.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I think that is important leadership lesson, just not just for Toastmasters, but even outside Toastmasters. Often we feel when we are leaders, we feel like we need to keep control of everything. We need to micromanage the process. But sometimes giving people room to make mistakes, to grow in the process of actually making those decisions is something that is good for them. And I think that is a lesson I think we could take to this youth leadership program in particular, because you might think that these are young people, they need a lot of guidance, but just letting them free with the program that we have provided for them, we can see that they are able to run it. And just a moment. So how, from running this program, from your own experience, how do you think a club can use the youth leadership program as a form of a PR campaign to reach its community and attract people to the club?
The beauty is these young men have brothers and sisters who are either older or even younger than them. And if they are able to express themselves better than those brothers and sisters who are older, then it just means there's something missing from their peers, from their elders, either brothers, parents, whoever. And I'll not just refer to the youth leadership program. Take, for example, the Juja Toastmasters Club that we are trying to charter. Most of them, 70% of them are university students who have just cleared, and you can feel the need for having a full-fledged club, because for the youth leadership program and for the gravel clubs at the campus, they don't get full potential of what Toastmasters is. So once you introduce them to this, the two, the youth leadership or the gravel, it's called the gravel club at the campus, they want more. And what more can they get? The more they need, they can only come to a formal Toastmasters meeting for them to feel complete. Because as it is now, where we are with our youth leadership program, we've hit the maximum, but you feel there's the need to have more. So you can only introduce them to a full-fledged Toastmasters club.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a way of creating members for your club in the future and for other clubs, even at this point in time. And by them, other people seeing the kind of impact that Toastmasters has had on those children, it might create opportunities for your club to attract new members to the club. Thank you so much for the effort that you put in conducting this youth leadership program and for sharing with us the insights that you received from conducting it. And yeah, have a great evening. And thank you so much once again.
Thank you, PKD Robert, the TM. I'm happy to share. And I look forward to many of these youth leadership programs because it is from them that we can actually make members.